So people hear the cold response that Andrew Holness, Prime Minister of Jamaica, said on the demolition of the peoples of Cooper's Pen. So listen what he had to say and let me know down below in the comment section what you think, because after the video I will give my take and let you know what I think, what he said, people. So do it the like button, subscribe if you're new.
Heard, and it was brought to my attention. I had no prior knowledge of it, none of our ministers, certainly not the member of parliament. I got a call very early in the morning, quite surprised, and immediately we mobilized resources from ADPEP and the Ministry of Labour and Social Security to assist, because technically it was a disaster.
More than a disaster.
Luckily, we were very frugal and responsible in how we used the materials that we were able to respond with. We never used off what we didn't need to use off. So what we got in aid and support and what we bought in stock, we never wasted. We put it down carefully so that when the next disaster strike, whether it is hurricane or an untimely relocation as dislocating exercise, we are able to respond to this. And we have been able to respond in the humanitarian crisis that has been created. There is a longer term response that is necessary. And as all of you standing here, there are some of you who are occupying land for which you have not yet certified the occupancy. You have no title. Some of you have no lease, no permission. Some of you is land that has been handed down from your grandparents' time and you have been on it for how long, but it's not formalized. And others of you have been just living on land that you go and see nobody using it and you use it. Now, Jamaica can develop with informality, but Jamaica cannot develop with unfairness as well. So whatever the government does, it has to address the issue of informality, and we can't be too out about it. We have to speak straight about it. Squatting is wrong. Informal settlement is not encouraged. But yes, every single Jamaican should have equal opportunity to get access to land and housing. The two things are not in contravention of each other. Not in contravention. Now, we will be addressing the issue. We will have to find ways to support those families who are impacted. But whatever our response is, we have to be careful that we don't set a precedence that is not sustainable. Because whatever we do now, everybody's going to expect that it is done going forward. So, which is why we are being very careful in preparing a response that is sustainable. And mind you, this is not the only repossession, dislocation, eviction that is occurring. And it is occurring on private property, but it is becoming a public concern. So we have to be very careful in crafting a response. You know, what is amazing, and as I have your attention for another minute or so, everyone will say the government must respond. The government must do something. Yes, the government must respond. Yes, the government must do something. But what is the government going to respond with? Your tax dollars. Your funds that the government is going to respond. It's your fund. So you need to take an interest in how those funds will be used. Because the government can't respond and say, all right, everybody who is squatting, everybody who is illegally occupied, we're going to give you land. Or we're going to build a house for you. Well, what happened to the people who are occupying their lands legally but don't have a house? about other people who have followed the rule but are in difficult circumstances? What about them? Do we divert resources from them to this? So we have to think about the response very carefully. I want to say here that as a society we must draw a line on this business of the illegal occupation of land. But at the same time, we need to turn a new page on how we make lands available to the people of Jamaica. Not just lands, but housing. Because that is a challenge. The problem that
So people, this is my response after what Andrew Holness mentioned about the Cooper's Pen demolition at that time. So people, you know that I think that this man know about it because he mentioned, say, he got a call that demolition happening. But beyond things, I think that this thing has been on the books and this thing has been going on for a long time. So he must have heard about it. It's just that maybe he never think that it would have happened this way against the people in Cooper's Pen, you know, and the people have a part to blame too, you know, because they know about this thing has been sell out from 1993 after when PMP is in power, and the people don't react. And that is what I say y'all have to be blamed to, because y'all need to read, y'all need to understand certain thing that they have put in place, and you know the repercussion, what will happen. So I think that y'all have a part to play in this too as well, you know, but that's how it go.